Hello everybody, welcome after holiday season. That's why I'm wearing this holiday t-shirt. So whenever we begin the new working year, it's a good moment to go back to basis. Basis, in case of Unilogo Robotics, was a labeling. So this machine took us away from garage 20 years ago. This was our first machine we developed. Very simple labeler, we still have it in production. It's very affordable, very reliable, and very simple, so it will be very easy to explain what's important in labeling before we go to more complex custom systems. Self-adhesive labels has been developed in 1945, I think, when Mr. Stanton Avery went back from Second World War. And if you look at the process and design of the self-adhesive label, not many things changed since 1950s. So the only problem, I think that people are not aware of, is that the initial name of label was pressure-sensitive labels. And still in States, they call it pressure-sensitive. But somewhere over the Atlantic Ocean, during translations, this label has been remained to self-adhesive. So it's not self-adhesive. You need to have a lot of force, I will go back to details later, to apply this label. Because the labeling process is in 97% mechanical. So we are using these metal springs to press the label to the bottle because it's not a chemical process and requires very strong pressure. It will be easy to explain the whole labeling idea, how the process works, what's important on the example of this machine. Because if we start from the beginning, we can go through all, I think, important aspects of it. So, first thing, this is the product, and this product requires proper orientation. So to make orientation of this product, we did what we usually do. So to avoid expensive format parts, we used 3D printed parts that are shaped to product profile. Of course, in this case, we have flexible orientators that can work with different types of packages. But if you have some specific package, you can print special format parts. Okay, so a label has been applied. And what is important? First thing, this top conveyor, which creates pressure on the bottle, because as you can see, the bottom conveyor is usually with linear labelers, it's a plastic or metal chain with very low friction. So to have high pressing force, we need to have a conveyor on top. And what's very important in case of our conveyor, it's a keyboard. So we don't do any amortization by foam or by any polymer because, you know, this would use very quick. So we take a hard rubber belt and the amortization, because each package can be can have a little bit different height. Yes, because if you look at the bottle, they have different dimensions. Sometimes capping can be a little bit different. So the height of the bottle is changing. And we want to assure the same pressure on every bottle independently on the height of the bottle. So that's why we need this amortization of the height. So this keyboard with the springs inside helps us to keep bottle always under correct pressure, and it's not over pressurizing the motor, because, you know, if we would have like strong base here, something without springs, we would generate a lot of pressure, so we would break the belt or cause the different position of the label. Another thing which is important in the simple machine is that we have this keyboard, strong belt, but also mechanical synchronization. So the bottom belt and top belt are synchronized mechanically. It sounds like an old technology, but we did it 20 years ago, and it's very simple. So in this type of the machine, we still keep this mechanical synchronization, and I'm sure that we can win against any technology with the precision, with the synchronization and accuracy of labeling. So top conveyor is with spring synchronization, mechanical synchronization of the belt, special kind of orientation, we call it slide, so we just catch the bottle and move it under top conveyor. So what this device is actually doing is catching the bottle and moving this under top conveyor, so the bottle is positioned and grabbed and put directly under the top belt. So if we try the second labeling cycle, we will have very good precision, I hope. Okay, so let's take a look how it's gonna work. What will be the precision? It's, I think, 0.4 millimeter. It looks fine. Yeah, I think it's yeah, if you look at the edges of the label, it's almost one label on the other. You don't see the difference. So the precision is very good. Why? Because we made orientation of the bottle. We pushed it directly under top conveyor, which was pressing bottle very hard, and we could use these strong plates, strong metal plates, to press the label to the product. So, of course, we are not underestimating the labeling head itself, because labeling head has to be precise. Of course, it has to have like strong, straight path of the label. So it's very important also to be able to easy remove the backing paper and to easy change over the labels. For sure, we have it all in this, even in this simpler machine. So that was about front back labeling. But what about wraparound labeling? So wraparound labeling, in this machine we have system which consists of free rolls. What's so important in the free roll labeling system? Standard solution used in the labeling is a wraparound belt. So there is like solid rubber plate and wraparound belt which is rotating the product during labeling. In this case we are using free roll system. So there are 3 points of contact with the product. So even if the bottom of the product is not very stable, we can still keep the bottle in the vertical orientation and put the label straight on it and have nice, precise closing of the bottle. So this free roll system, which is part of our standard system, dual machine, is also very precise, allows us to make orientation to any kind of any part of the bottle. So we are able to do, if you look at the maximum speed of this machine, we can reach probably 80 ppm with front back labeling. In some cases 100 ppm. With wraparound we can go to 50, 60, with orientation 40. So I think we can be very fast and very precise. So this machine just shows all important aspects of labeling. I need also to tell about angle adjustment. In this machine we are able to adjust angle of the labeling head to match different geometries of the bottles. If we have something bottle which has shape like this, so we need to maybe change this angle parallel to the bottle, we can do it. Also this machine can be equipped with special sensors that showing you angle on the screen, so you don't need to be very precise and you don't need to spend much time. I will show you all the systems in the more complex machine, but what I want you to remember is that labels are applied by pressure, that each bottle is different, has a different height, so we need to have some kind of amortization of bottle height to have good pressure on the label, and the orientation is very important. So with this machine we are able to have your own 3D printed format parts, high precision of labeling, and also flexibility of different shapes. From the utility point of view, if we look at the conveyor also, there is nothing underneath. So all the control cabinet was moved to the side of the machine. We did it many years ago. So if the bottle is open or if something will spill on the conveyor, we don't have this problem that something will be still, will put some product will get inside the control cabinet. So among many features of this machine, I forgot to mention also about different labeling heads height, because we have version 160 and 240 millimeters of label height. We can archive all the software of the programs and machine recipes, labeling recipes in pen drive or in the cloud, as you prefer. And of course, we have notebook, which can help you to note all the labeling head positions, because all the spindles have position indicators. So it's very easy to, very simple, affordable way to put in your notepad all the positions of the spindles in the simplest machine we have here. What's so important, and I forgot to mention, is that this format part set generating pressure on the bottle, usually to set it up, it requires some skills. In some cases, basic skills, but with some complex products like this one or like this one, it's incredible skills to get a good labeling without any bubbles. So to avoid difficult and long-lasting changeover, we designed the system that you can replace all the pressure plates together without changing their angle. So you don't need to adjust each pressure plate separately, and it requires very skilled person. So it's very simple functionalities in this machine, but it's still you can be very efficient with your labeling applications. Very easy to change over. So let me summarize. Slide orientation with 3D printed format parts. Top belt with strong rubber belt that will be very resistant. Amortization of the differences of the bottle height with spring keyboard. Mechanical synchronization of the top belt. Easy changeover of the metal pressure plates. And also wraparound labeling. Thank you very much.